These are the directions for workplace 3A, dozens of eggs. In order to play this workplace, each player will need one dozen of eggs record sheet, one deck of dozens of eggs fraction cards, and a set of colored tiles. To start the game, players will shuffle the fraction cards and lay them face down in the stack. Each player will draw one card, and the player with the highest face value will go first. In this case, 4-6 is what player 1 drew, and player 2 drew 4/4. So player 2 will go first because that is the higher value because they have one hole. So player 2 is going to start their turn by picking a new card. They drew 1/6. They're going to read their card out loud to their partner and then color in 1/6 of one of the egg cartons. So we know that there are 12 eggs in an egg carton because there's a dozen of eggs in each carton. So if we were to break 12 into 6, we would break it in 6 groups of 2. So I've broken my empty carton into 6 equal groups with 2 in each group to break up the 12 eggs. I'm going to model coloring in 1/6 of the carton, so one of these groups, using these tiles. So now the empty carton is colored in 1/6 of the way. The empty carton is just to be used to help model each fraction so that it's easier to visualize. Once you have found how many eggs are to be colored in each time by the fraction drawn, you will move your 2 colored pieces somewhere on one of these egg cartons so that you are closer to your goal of coloring in all of the egg cartons. From there, player 2 will start their turn by drawing their own card and modeling it on the empty carton, and then using those pieces to start filling up their cartons to reach their goal of filling up all 4 cartons. Once a player has filled in all of their eggs in one carton, they will form an equation. For example, let's say I had 1/6 as player 2 first. Then my next round, I had 5/6. I'd say 1/6 plus 5/6 equals 6/6 or 1 whole, because that would cover up the 1 whole egg carton. So I would write my equation here. On each turn, it's important that players must put all the eggs in one carton. However, players may begin to fill up another carton before their first one is totally filled. When the carton is filled, the player writes the equation just like we did right here to show the process of getting to 1 full carton. The winner is the first player to fill all 4 cartons on his or her record sheet. It's important that both players have the same amount of turns given in the workplace. These are the end of the directions for workplace 3A, dozens of eggs. If you would like different variations for this game, you can play to where players will work together to fill in all 4 cartons together on one single record sheet, or the players will begin with all 4 cartons filled by placing the 12 tiles in each of the cartons and writing 12 12s at the start of the equation line. The winner then would be the first player to get rid of all the eggs in all 4 cartons.